Hey, I'm live. Live again. My past a mess, but I think I can deal with it. All right, I can deal. I've been messing around with these spiral skies and they're coming out great. I just uploaded one on a post. I do another one, a landscape with a spiral sky, and then in the middle I shoot down beams of light. Comes out pretty cool looking. I think it started with some yellow in the middle here. I kind of want to do it with the spiral here so I can shoot the beam of light down. I've been doing it more like on an angle so it looks like the sky is kind of tilted. It looks pretty wicked. Uh, I don't want it so bright though today, so I'm going to kind of wash it down a bit with white, but we'll get a nice blend going here first. Some nice cool colors here. This is uh, a light blue. My palette's kind of messy, so I'm getting some gray in there, but I'll deal with it and lighten it up a bit with. Look at that spiral already. That looks so cool. Wow. I'm getting some green in there. This could almost be an abstract painting here, but it's going to end up being the sky. Wow, that looks like a cool sky so far. Yeah, man, I really like that. That looks so cool. Vinte, hey, how you doing? Thanks for watching, dude. I got this sky I'm doing, man. I've been good. I've been really good. I been getting a lot done. Uh, I've been practicing my uh, portraits a lot. People, I'm gonna let this dry. I don't want to mess a nice blend on it already. And I'm going to let it dry and put some white right in the middle there. Believe it or not, that's going to be my sky. Then I'm going to put the sun in the middle here and shoot some down onto the landscape. It's going to look pretty cool. Let's put some mountains in right now. I'm going to use like a blue for mountains. How you been doing, Binte? Hope everything's all right in your world. Look at that sky. Wow. It came out a little dark. I wanted again. I wanted it to be a lighter color, but we'll have to go with it for now. We'll put some distant mountains back here. Okay. Wow. This is going to be really. There we go. Look at that. See how the sky looks like it's tilted? Thank you. Yeah, you know I'm always trying to come up with, new stuff, man. I did some space scenes like this. I don't know if I put any on YouTube, but where they looked like from another planet. Kind of sky, and I put planets up here, like some were like Saturn, and this was a little different, looked more like outer space, but it had the same spiral. So I'm like, well, I'm going to try that with a regular landscape and see what it looks like. So I think I'm going to put a river here since everything's flowing back to here. I'll do a purple river. See if it shows up. Yeah, that looks cool. All right, that's water. Water coming down. I'm going to shoot that light right down here when I'm done. Like a streak of white light. It's going to be cool. Now, just take this like my favorite yellow ochre and burnt umber. Let's get a bunch of different colors going in here. I still like the painting covered like this, design it. Alright, there. I got it. It's all covered with paint. Now I can start putting stuff in here. We'll start with the water and go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and lighten it up back here. There we go. I'm going to start with the mountains, Bente. I'll have everything going that way. You know me, I like to paint fast. Wow. I've been getting a little day. Like I'm not going to really try and, make that look any prettier than that. I am going to try and put some here though. Let's see what that looks like when it dries. Very cool. Very cool. Tornado. How's it going? Yeah, I like this. I like this look so far. It's really loose looking. I'm going to put the white in there now. I did this yesterday, and I shot a beam of light down out of there. It came out pretty cool looking. It makes the sky look like it's kind of. It makes it look tilted. What I'm going for here, like it's tilted this way. Man, that looks so cool. Yeah. Yeah, it looks so cool, man. It doesn't look flat usually. Remember, when I do my blue sky and go like this, it just looks flat. This looks like there's a record up there kind of tilted. I could shoot that light from underneath here. This looks like it's underneath the light. If yeah, I'll do that. We'll see if I can get that effect. This looks so cool. I'll put some dark trees in here now. Uh, put some line this river real quick. There we go. I'm trying not to make it look like too perfect. I want it to look like it's kind of hard to make a landscape look impressionistic, but I mean I could just do this, I guess, with the brush. Just kind of slap the paint up there. That's about as we can get there. We'll try some light blue trees in the distance. Or just some kind of blue hills. Man, that looks so cool. This is a pretty loose thing. I don't even know I want to put trees in there. I could put dead trees. Yeah, that'll fit the bill. Like just things like going up like this. No leaves though. cool. We'll put like one leaning over this way. Like it fell over. Ba-da-ba-ba. So it's good to see you in here, Binte. I've been gone a while myself. I've been working on another project. Let's put some stuff out here so it looks like that's some depth going on. Oh, you know what would look cool in here? The pathway. Let me see if you guys are talking. Usually ideas. Cogito. Thank you. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad you like it, Binte. This is, I've been doing landscapes for the last 3 years, so, I mean, I styled down. I'm trying to improve it more. Actually, I've been looking at some of the old masters landscapes from the 1800s and trying to get ideas from them. I noticed my stuff was a little too clean, you know, compared to them. I was making the trees too thick, and so I'm trying to get a little looser with the brush. So that's why I just kind of put these bushes in, you know. You know, I would always make my bushes round and highlight them on the top. So I'm trying to get away from that. I'm going to put the pathway in now, or we'll call it some snow melt from up here. I still like doing this. I never tired of that. Right to the water. Can bring it further back. We can bring it from way over here. Yeah. Look at that. Do a highlight. 26 minutes. I already got a landscape. Alright, watch, I'm going to put the beam of light in now. The beam of light coming down. Let me get this chunk off here so it dries faster. I gotta wait for all this to dry here. So I'm gonna try and put the beam of light underneath this rim here. And have it coming from the center there. Let me brighten this one spot in the middle here. Okay. I think this is going to work. I'm going to shoot it down, right down into here. Try and light this ground up here. And then I'll put the birds flying through it. It looks cool. I think I'm going to have to get another palette, put white on it. There's just no room on my palette. It's just all a mess. But I got some old palettes here I can use for white. There we go. Alright, let's try it. So, center one first. I think it's going to work. I got to bring it all the way down though. Ba-da-ba-ba. Did I put too much on there? Just thin it down a little. Alright, let's let that set for a few minutes. It should kind of fade away a little bit. That's all I wanted to try. I guess that effect didn't really work here. I'll let it run its course, see what happens when it. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 ba. Tempted to put some yellow in there. I think it would look good with yellow. You know, this is a good candidate for like a vector image. I think I should try it since it's only been 35 minutes. Let's give it a try. I'm gonna line everything. We're gonna turn it into vector images. Let me fix this so it looks better here. Have the beam of light coming. There we go. Coming right straight down. Didn't look good coming underneath that one cloud. All right, I'm gonna line it, guys. You probably don't believe it, but I'm gonna line some of this. Okay. It's gonna kind of turn it into a comic book type image. That's all right. I like it. I actually like it pretty good. Wow, this is going to end up being a cool piece. I can already see it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Doesn't that look cool? I almost want to put a bridge in there somewhere. Hey, Giovanni, thank you. Yeah, it's something crazy tonight. Like maybe the portal opening up in the sky or something. The mint is opening up there, as the flat earthers would say. All right. I need to create rocks here so I can have some fun over here. Do 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 do. Let's try put some trees in there just for fun. see what it looks like. I mean, I already mixed my color, so can't go wrong with trees. It'll probably look better than those dead trees I got going on in here. Yeah, it looks way better than those dead trees. Put a little life in here. This kind of like experimental art, I guess, tonight is. Got to come in, Giovanni. Crazy looking. Those are my favorite trees to make. Actually, they're like the easiest trees to make. Now it looks like half like a cartoon and half like a real image. Ugh. Well, that's about all I can fit in there. think I'm going to run a tree up here. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba. Art Boy, how you doing? Do you have stuff on your page? I'll come and check it out. I'll follow you. I'm just trying to have fun tonight, trying different things. Let's add some color. Add some color to the trees now, just to see what happens. I mean, it already looks like a cartoon, so we might as well finish it up with some highlights. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 da. I can't wait. to feel your loving tonight. That looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks more like a comic book now. So, with that said, let's put a bridge in there. Just to have some fun. What color should I use? I'll use black. So it shows up. We'll put a bridge maybe across here. Going over the water. Then open up the water a little so we see it better. Okay. That looks really cool. This is how you practice. I mean, when you got a painting you know you sell, you just, I'm going to keep adding stuff to it. That looks pretty wicked. I might as well do a fence now. I like doing fences. I'll do like a white fence over here. Kind of going off to the distance there. I bet you didn't think it was going to have all this stuff in it. I didn't think it would either. Boo. Do. I might take Sunbeam out, guys. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't like this now. There's no reason for it to be there now. I went to go get some blood drawn today for the second time, and the first time I went, they couldn't find my veins. Like, what? And they tried to say I didn't drink enough water. So I drank a bunch of water last. I went and got my blood drawn today, and they still took them like 3 tries poking me with the needle. But then some girl found the right spot. It was like 2 inches away from they were doing it originally. I was getting tested for uh, my allergies. I haven't been able to eat spaghetti for over a year. I quit eating spaghetti because I think I'm allergic to tomatoes now. So they're going to test me for that, amongst some other things. Taking the beam out. Let's see if I could make it sellable. Take all the cartoon lines out. All right. Well, it's getting there. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. All right, we're back to the start. That looks pretty cool. Trying to make it a birch tree here. Very cool. So I got white on here. I'll do some white flowers. I'm trying to save the painting. Looks like it's working a little bit. Do 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 do. Pretty cool. I kind of somewhat saved the painting a little bit. Oh, I haven't been checking the chat. Anybody chatting? Art Boy! You still in there, Art Boy? I'll subscribe to you. I like these trees. These trees are giving me an idea. These trees are giving me an idea here. Yeah, I got an idea. I'll make it look like they're going. Into the distance there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That looks so cool. That just gave me an ideas for another painting here. Wish this brush would work better. That is so cool. It's giving me a sense of depth back there. So I have to raise up all of these. This brush is kind of not working too good. I like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Uh, boo. Well, let's see if I can put a person there. Somebody walking. They don't know where they're at. They are in some fantasy land here. I'm glad you guys are watching me just create things. I did pick up some ideas doing this painting. Like this is new here. I've never done this on a tree. But since I covered all the black up, I gotta we'll give that person a sword. And a shield. There we go. It's really turning into something crazy. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to bed. This was fun. This painting really took a lot of different turns. There it is. Let's try something real quick. I just thought that those might not, those don't have to be these. We could say like the people that live here put those in, and I'm gonna connect them here. Really turn it into a fantasy piece here. Ba-da-ba-ba. That's pretty bizarre now. I like it though. Something different. Let's see if my mind thinks of something else. Yeah, it does have mystical vibes. I should put a dragon over here. There's the dragon slayer. Or underneath the bridge. Put kind of big lizard underneath there. You saw that in your dream, huh? You will tonight. It's like almost like this is like a hologram, you know, these structures. You know, the Chinese are coming up with some pretty good holographic stuff, man. You walk down the street and that stuff, it looks like coming right down on the street. I could put a monster in there, but I don't know how good it would look. Uh, do do do. Or wrap maybe a snake around that bridge. Or wrap a snake around this tree or something. Yeah, that'd look cool. A saucer? Like a flying saucer? UFO. Oh, yeah. All right, we could do that, but watch, I'll turn this into another planet. Uh, I did this on another painting. It was really cool. It didn't have all this garbage in here, but I put a bunch of other planets up in here. Then it ends up looking like you're on a different world. I could do a ship up there somewhere. Let's see. We'll do a classic saucer. There we go. You like that? Right on. All right, now we're Now we're somewhere else. Now we're really in a dream. Ba-da-ba-ba. Late night painting. You know, it's weird as those the trees don't fit now. The evergreen trees. I guess they would have trees on other planets. It does, alright. And then the white picket fence. That's kind of like a Midwest thing. I don't like the way you know on there, but I got a lot of good ideas from this. But I like the way the mountains look like they're behind everything. I like that. I like the sky. I like the way I lined these going back and made some depth going back, straight back with these poles. Yeah, that could be like a portal up there. I had a beam of light coming out of it earlier, see? I got rid of it because it was just too much. You can still see some of the beam of light down here. It was shooting out of the center there all the way down. Yeah, kind of look could be a game, a scene in a game. That's how they make them. I mean, they use AI now, but to create them, AI can create this in 2 seconds. And lines would be straight and vectorized. I mean, they'd all be perfect. I still like the art look, you know. I like it to look like it was done with the brush. Well, if there's no other ideas, I'm going to bed. I do sell in here in Seattle at some of the I sell them at farmers markets on the weekends. But this kind of stuff I don't sell. I usually do landscapes. Like here's what I kind of did with the same idea. This one I could probably sell. There's that beam of light coming down. And then I did a guitar series of a bunch of famous people, like with guitars. I got like 15 guitar players. I just did that today. I did a bunch of blues guys, Jimi Hendrix, uh, Bob Dylan, all in that style with the musical notes behind them. It's like a guitar series. All right, there you go, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm off, so that's why I'm up late. All right, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone. Good, Giovanni.